So for question 5 now, similar thing as before, we're going to do P plus IQ. So we've got 1 plus cos theta plus sine theta plus cos 2 theta, sorry, I plus I sine 2 theta, and so on all the way up to 12. So this is 1 plus, changing this into its E form, e to the I theta, e to the I 2 theta, going all the way up to e to the I 12 theta. So geometric progression, A is 1, R is e to the I theta, N is 13 here, not 12, the extra one there, 13. So to find out what P plus IQ is equal to, it is A, that's 1 minus R to the power of N, all over 1 minus R. And the trick from before, we're going to halve these things. I like this idea. We're going to put half of them in each place. So this one here, I'm going to have I theta. Why have I put an N? It should be 13 there, shouldn't I? It should be 13 there. So I'm going to have 13 over 2 here. 13 over 2 I theta here. I'm going to have minus 13 over 2 I theta here. I'm keep moving this equals to the side. And what have I done? I've taken out a factor of e to the 13 over 2 I theta. So this idea of splitting that in half, and I'm putting half out here, and those two things times together to make 1. We'll do the same on the bottom as well. So here I've just got I theta. So I'm going to put e to the I theta, and I'm going to put half of them there, taking out a factor of e to the half I theta there, which means that this one here needs to be an e to the minus half I theta. Again, if you multiply that through, you see it all works. But this is reasonably nice then. So looking at these bits down the side here, 13 over 2 and a half on the bottom, 12 over 2. So we've got e to the 6 theta I there. And then rather than writing it all out again, do we, oh no, that is what we were trying to get. Yeah. Hey, straight there. 13 over 2 I will write it all out again then. 13 over 2 I theta divided by e to the minus a half theta. There we go. Now, I will try and keep going though. Perhaps a bad idea, but let's see what we can do. So e to the 6 theta I, e to the 6 theta I, that's the same as cos 6 theta minus I sine 6 theta, isn't it? That's just your normal expansion going all the way back there. This thing here is a minus 1, so this is the sine of 13 over 2 theta, and it's minus 2i of them, isn't it? And on the bottom, again, we've got minus 2i, and this is the sine of just theta over 2. Those two bits can cancel. And if we wanted to know what P was, actually it doesn't ask that, does it? It asks you what Q is. So Q is the imaginary part of that, and the imaginary part of that is the minus sine 6 theta times by the sine of 13 over 2 theta and divided by a sine, so that's why they've gone for a cosec of theta over 2. So I've got a minus error there, and it simply comes from me being an idiot there, doesn't it? It comes from me being an idiot. That should be a plus in the middle there. I like show that's, and look, you've seen, look, I make a mistake, and I correct it because I can spot where it was there because it's a show that. P is just equal to the real part of all of this, and the real part of all of this is cos 6 theta times by the sine of 13 over 2 theta, and again a cosec theta over 2. So that's what P is equal to. And the last bit says find out when it's real. So when it's real, then Q is going to equal 0, isn't it? Now, think about a cosec first of all. Cosec theta over 2, that never equals 0 because a cosec graph never crosses the axis, does it? So when sine 6 theta equals 0, that is when 6 theta equals pi. Not 0 because 0 is not included, but it might not be pi, it might be 2 pi or 3 pi or 4 pi. So it's going to be k pi, and so theta equals k pi over 6, and the values of k we can use are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Can't use 6 because that would get spot on pi and that wouldn't be any good. Well, that's just half of them, because we've also got sine 13 over 2 theta equals 0, and so that's when 13 over 2 theta equals pi, or 2 pi or 3 pi or 4 pi or 4 pi or k pi there. And so here we've got theta equals 2k pi over 13. And should we have the same k numbers as well? I think we can have another one. I think we can have 6 there as well, can't we? Because that would make 12 over 13. Can't have 7 because that would be big, too big. So look at that, 7-minute video. That is far too long, but I didn't make any. I was about to say I didn't make any mistakes, but I did, didn't I? There.